Hello everyone, welcome back to Gent Watches, and today, did you see for a second there I forgot the name of my channel? Today we are doing episode 5 of Paripikome, which is your boy Kongming, and I am excited. I'm really excited this time because I am pretty sure that this episode is one that has some rap in it. And I am keen for that. I kind of wish I didn't know it, but I did know it. And honestly, the fact that people were talking about the rap in this show, is one of the reasons that I picked it up in the first place. So, I'm just going to be very keen to see this episode because I like rap. Just generally, as a general rule, I like rap, and I like rap in anime because it's sort of like a nice mix between legitimately pretty decent and very cheesy, and I like both of those things when they're done right. And this season so far, I mean, you've had off the top of my head, Aharen and Kaguya-sama have both done rap. Kaguya-sama's was amazing, one of the best episodes the show's ever had, and you can see my reaction to that on this channel. My gosh, I can't speak. You can see my reaction to that on this channel, and Aharen, which you can't see my reaction to on this channel. I'm sorry about that. That's one of my casual on my free time shows. But that rap battle was, or that rap episode or part of the episode was just sort of catchy and fun and stupid, and I loved it. So this, who knows how your boy Kongming is going to do it. I mean, it's a pretty goofy show, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was very goofy. But it's also a music anime that's doing, pretty nicely in the music department. I think something that's interesting about your boy Kongming is, and I think this is the intention, and if it's not the intention, then maybe this isn't the best thing to say. But I think what I like is that Eiko sounds great, but she also sounds like an amateur singer, which I believe is the intention because the character is an amateur singer. I don't know if what they're trying to do is have her sound like a professional singer even though she's amateur, and that's why Kongming's so drawn to her. But to my ears, and let's be honest, my untrained ears, I'm not a musician by any stretch, but to my untrained ears, it sounds like she's an amateur musician. And if that's the case, and if that's the intention, I think it's great. It's a really good vibe for the show because I feel more in it, where every little step that she takes feels so massive and monumental to me. If she sounded super well produced and super refined from the start, I don't think I'd be quite as invested, because it's clear she would have too much protagonist energy, you know what I mean? But yeah, so in extension to that, I'm thinking if they do rap, I'm not expecting it to be insanely, incredibly, super amazingly polished. But if it's solid, then I mean, all I need is D4DJ had a rap battle, right? That was just nice and simple and pretty slow, but chill and cool. I liked that. So something like that would be fine with me. Anyway, I'm talking about it too much. I shouldn't know what's happening in this episode. I'm just going off of what I've heard people say. So let's go into episode 5 of your boy Kongming. Oh, there is no audio. Let me start that again. This is a lot of recap. I don't know if they need this much recap. That was a minute of recap. But then there's going to be a minute of OP, and that makes up for it. Good, okay, she's gotten more used to him being out and about. I sure hope so. Oh yeah, was it DJ Hajimari? Is that who it was? Listening to Kongming there, I think I'm gonna have to look up his voice actor because he sounds super familiar. Okay, so he's in a lot, but I don't know what I recognize him from. Like I've definitely heard him in things before, and I've seen some of the things that I was just seeing that he's in, but none of them are like the thing that was triggering in my head. So maybe he just sounds like a different actor, you know? Anyway, let's keep going. I mean, it's Kongming. You really don't know. Oh my gosh, he's thinking of bars in his head. I mean, so far you're the only one he's shown an interest in yet, so pretty high bar. Ooh. Nice, he just freestyles on the street. Oh my gosh, he's tired. Look at that dude, he's tired. Oh. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this. That's a cool personality type for a rapper. Yes, please. Kabe Taijin. Oh. Huh? That wasn't Kongming, was it? Oh, no, it wasn't. Okay. This guy seems cool as well. Kabe is much easier to remember. Still kicking that guy. Oh my gosh. This is like hypnosis, Mike. Oh my gosh, nice rhyme schemes. Oh, he got booed? Oh, come on. Oh no. Well, that's a fair enough reason to quit. Man, this feels like a different show, but I like it. It's a different show that I also enjoy. A stomach ulcer. Whew, we got an interesting character arc upcoming. I sort of hope he's a character to stay at this rate, because I like him. And I think he could be good friends with Aiko, if all goes well. They both have, like, these inner struggles. How would Kongming find him, though? Aw. It's cute. Wow, I didn't know that guy had his number. Sekitoba. I mean, you've won 3 times, right? So you're not an ordinary Joe. The name Sekitoba Kung Fu is really funny. I don't know why. Just having Kung Fu in your name is very funny. Aww. But the crowd slowly went against him. Maybe when he wasn't the underdog anymore? Oh, it sounds like it's different levels of applause. It's not just boos, 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 boos. That's about half-half, it sounds like. But it sounds like it's... There we go. That's like all applause. And Sekitoba seems like a cool... Like an honorable rapper. That one's slightly more anger. That one. And there he goes. I mean, honestly, retiring then is kind of... I mean, I guess it's not awesome to pass out on stage, but retiring at the top is pretty cool. Sakitoba's not happy, obviously. Wow, he's wearing like regular clothes. I guess because it's like laundry day. He's not in the Kongming getup. Oh, he's actually reading Three Kingdoms though. Wow. How many of these people follow Chinese history? That's what I would think for sure. Oh, he knows him. The word magician. Kabetaijin. He does so much research, it's crazy. This guy's not having it anymore. Did he coincidentally come across him, or was he just waiting him out? What if it's not a rap battle though? And you're just like, you know, rapping. No pressure. For an amateur artist. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I like how the laundry noises are the backing track. Yeah. You're holding a rap battle event? What? You're gonna rap Kongming? One wish. Yes. Why would he care about that? Even if he believed you, why would he think you could grant him a wish? Show him a picture of Aiko, then he'll come. Or maybe that only works on me. She's wondering if... Yeah, I thought so. She's antsy. Sing during the breaks. Okay. Bye. You can't know. I don't know. You're confident. You're very confident. I'm not as confident, and I know this is a TV show. I wonder what lured him. Like, what made him so curious about it? Hey, DJ. Oh, I am so excited for the next episode. I'm so excited. I mean, we're gonna have I assume, a rap battle next episode. Like a legit one. Wait. Is this the rapper doing... Whoa, and he's sitting there. They changed the ED. They're there together. Oh my gosh. Is he gonna be a regular? Oh, I'm very happy if that's the case. If he's around to stay. Oh my gosh, we have a new character. That is great. So, I'm wondering if, and you don't answer this in the comments, but I'm curious, I'm thinking aloud here, whether this guy who his name is Kabe Taijin, Kabe for short, let's just call him Kabe, which is simple because in Ranking of Kings we have Kage, so at least these characters have similar names. It might be easier for me to remember. So Kabe is a new character, and I'm wondering if, because they changed the ED to have him in it, so I'm wondering if either he's going to be like just part of the gang now, which would make sense because there are actually kind of like a very few characters. It's just the two mains and then the manager are the main like casts, right? And the manager's still even kind of a side character. So if it was to bring it up to 3 main casts, then that would make sense to me. Having this guy join the main cast, that would actually be kind of cool. So I'm wondering if it's going to be that, or if it's going to be this arc is going to be about Kabe. And then once this arc is done, Kabe is going to fade into the background as like someone who comes up every once in a while to help out with stuff, but it'll still be an Aiko and Kongming focused show. And then maybe there'll be another arc on a new person. And so then they might change the ED again to have this new person there instead of Kabe, because it did seem like the stage at the end where they were like on the ED where they were singing and waving their hands back and forth. There were 2 of them there. It also looks like they could only fit 2 people there, but who knows? Maybe they'll put more people there. Maybe Kabe will stay in, but they will swap out Kabe in the ED because it won't be focused on him anymore. I don't know. Regardless, from the second I saw him like cowering in fear when talking to people, I knew, like, I loved the idea of the character because rap is like something that can be very easily stereotyped, and I think like all the show's doing is going like the opposite direction, which isn't like particularly amazing. It's a pretty simple bait and switch of like, oh, this guy's a rapper, so we either make him stereotypical rapper or we completely switch it and make him really soft boy who like, oh, you're surprised that he's such a good rapper. So it's not an incredible characterization because it's just a bait and switch, but I still enjoy that we have this character who has a similar struggle seemingly to Eiko, but not the same thing. It's not double dipping. It's not just taking Eiko's character trait and putting it in another person and then having the same character twice. It's his thing is he's got nerves on stage. He feels this pressure, this immense pressure, and that's the thing that's holding him back, right? He's got the talent, but he feels the pressure. Eiko sort of has dreams and ambitions, but doesn't see herself in a incredibly positive light. So she doesn't get nervous on stage, at least not from what we've seen, but she just doesn't have enough confidence in herself to sell herself to other people. And yeah, and so the different character arcs, the different character types, but they complement each other quite nicely because both of them are working on their confidence and their own personal growth, and I think that's gonna be a lot of fun if we match those characters together. I'm super curious if hopefully meet each other next episode and we'll have some nice moments there, because I think they could become good friends, and I'm actually curious how they're gonna speak to one another. Is Kabe the type of person to be like very short with Aiko as well? Or Aiko? I call her Aiko sometimes and Aiko sometimes. I'm pretty sure it's Aiko because that's how you normally pronounce Japanese E-I-K-O. So I should catch myself on it, but sometimes I won't, so sorry about that. But yeah, anyway, so I'm curious to see how they interact with one another. I'm very curious. As I said during the reaction, it kind of felt like a different show for a bit there. It reminded me a little bit of Hypnosis Mic. If you've seen Hypnosis Mic, it's a anime. I think it's like actually a multimedia franchise. So there's like concerts of this stuff, and there's games. Maybe, I don't know if the games are out yet or whatever, but there are games. There's an anime, blah blah blah. I've seen the anime for Hypnosis Mic. It was alright, you know. Like I didn't love it. I thought the songs were pretty decent. The story kind of lost me, but the characters were good. They had good characters, and it felt like that same sort of vibe, you know, with maybe just because it's rapping, but I think the confrontation between the two guys, where they were between Sekitoba and Kabe, the confrontation where it sort of like went a little bit into rap, and it was about like the spirit of competition and like I want to be on top and all that sort of stuff. That just triggered my Hypnosis Mic thing in my head. But I liked this more. I shouldn't say that. I don't like to compare things with one another very often and say I liked blank more than blank. I don't think it's very fun, and it doesn't really achieve anything, and a lot of the time it's comparing apples to oranges anyway, so it's not worth it. I just like to say what I like. So the point is, I liked this episode, and I really liked all the rap stuff in this episode. Even though it didn't feel like the Your Boy Kongming that we've come to know in these 5 episodes, that was actually kind of refreshing, because they set up a little bit of a rhythm to the show, and then this time they stepped out of rhythm a little bit, and then maybe they're going to step back into it. Maybe the show has changed up a little bit. I don't know. But I'm super curious to find out, and I'm sad that I'm gonna have to wait like 2 days for the next episode, but most people have to wait a week, so yeah, I shouldn't be too sad. But yeah, that was a great episode. I feel like I've been really weird this entire discussion. I feel like I haven't been able to get my thoughts out properly. I've been interrupting myself a lot. I think my mind is working overtime, and my brain is also very tired because it's late at night. So I'm gonna go to sleep, but thank you for joining me on this episode. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. There are a lot of new people coming in, especially for Your Boy Kongming. They're the most popular thing on the channel, essentially. So if you're here for Your Boy Kongming, there's a lot of good reactions that are here and that are coming, and there's more Your Boy Kongming, so please make sure to subscribe. Comment down below. I love reading all the comments, and click like as well. Clicking like also helps me out, helps out the algorithm. It's really great. It's great. Please help me out. Thank you very much. And thank you for joining me for episode 5 of Your Boy Kongming, and I will see you next time for episode 6. Goodbye.